BGN, the #1 place for up-to-date gaming news. Now, your news anchors, two men that define brotherly love. The nation's only two heterosexual brother gaming news anchor duo, Michael G and Leonard G.
What was that? That's kind of an odd way to introduce us.
The nation's only heterosexual brother duo? What does that even mean?
Is he implying that there are homosexual brother duo news anchors?
I don't know, but it makes us sound weird.
Anyways, this is BGN. I'm Michael G, and this is my lovely, as he is, beautiful brother, Leonard G.
Here at BGN, we bring you up-to-date, hard-hitting gaming news that will shake you to the core, like every time Rockstar releases a Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer after they delay it.
And you can bet we'll be providing live coverage of huge releases like The Elder Scrolls 6 when it releases in the year 2066.
Before we begin, Michael, how were your holidays?
Oh, Leonard, don't get me started. Where to begin? For starters, my mom died, my sex life died, and worst of all, my dog died. And this all happened before Hanukkah even got started.
Oof. That's unfortunate, Michael. Almost as unfortunate as them foreclosing our desk because we couldn't keep our budget.
That's right, Leonard. We are living in a living nightmare. Dino Crisis is back. Please take it back. Or please bring Dino Crisis back. Damn, baby's got back. A new spiritual successor to the cult classic Dino Crisis called Code Violet released on January 10th to reviews unanimously agreeing the game should die and go extinct. Developed by Team Kill Media, Code Violet is a third-person survival horror game where you play as Violet Sinclair, a woman kidnapped from the past to act as a surrogate for a dying humanity on a planet I don't want to say the name of because YouTube will probably take our video down. The game was panned for its writing, pacing, level design, bad facial animations, awkward camera, and janky animations. Did Team Kill think they could pull off a stellar blade and sell copies solely because of
dead ass?
Well, they failed because the game is just ass. Speaking of ass, when Team Kill was asked why a PC port would not be coming, their response was they don't want PC modders creating sexually explicit outfits for their main character. Let that sink in. As much as many of us would hope for a return of Dino Crisis, I think maybe we should just be content that the franchise is extinct. That's the second time I used an extinct joke.
When Roblox co-founders David Baszucki and Eric Casserole created the hit kids game back in 2004, they had no idea the game would become a social hub for sex offenders to reach out to minors. Or did they? The sad truth is Roblox is becoming more and more unsafe for children within its 380 million monthly active users. Roblox Corporation is doing what they can to keep users safe by managing its chat functionality and limiting what age group is allowed to chat with another age group. Their plan? A dystopian facial recognition process that scans an image of your child's face using AI to guesstimate your child's age and placing them in a particular age group categories such as ages 9 through 12, 13 through 15, and 18 and up. While this idea sounds good in theory, what is making players uneasy is the fact that they have to provide an image of their face or government-issued identification similar to how pornography sites are implementing their own age verification processes. Roblox claim the images will be deleted immediately after verification, but in this day and age where it seems like every company is trying to steal your information to take advantage of you, it's a hard pill to swallow for many users. Not only does this facial recognition technology determine your child's age, but it also has a feature specific to Roblox that determines the severity of their autism.
Wow, that's some very impressive technology. I got a couple young ones that I wouldn't mind, finding out about where they lay on the spectrum. GameStop continues to be the never-ending corporation equivalent of the T1000, as the company just never dies despite blow after blow. It is reported that video game retailer and store that will trade you $3.50 in store credit for your unopened collector's edition of Claire Obscure Expedition 33 has shut down over 400 stores in the United States as of January. It is estimated that there are still roughly 2,000 to 2,300 stores still open in the United States, but plans for 2026 to continue to shut down locations as physical media sales slowly continue to fade away as digital media sales continues to climb. But honestly, when GameStop is willing to buy a brand new game that just came out for $20 when you bought it for $70, who needs them? Yes, I know the man-child collectors who have entire rooms containing their video game libraries are going to be upset. I personally went the all-digital route over a decade ago because it didn't matter how much I maintained my physical game collection, they always ended up with cigarette burns and mysterious crusty white stains on them.
That is mysterious. Crime pays. Or at least when you don't work for Rockstar, a company synonymous with crime paying. Legal battles are still underfoot involving 30 UK employees claiming to be let go from the Grand Theft Auto developer, with the Independent Workers Union of Great Britain stating this course of action from Rockstar was just their way of good old-fashioned union busting. Rockstar, on the other hand, paints a different picture of the situation and claims these workers were let go for leaking Grand Theft Auto 6 details out into the world. When the employee demanded in court that they receive severance pay, the only thing they received was the judge's stiff upper lip and a swift, "Nah, bitch." During the proceeding, it seems the judge had no interest in the dispute itself, but instead just kept trying to pry release date details for GTA 6 from the Rockstar representative.
For some reason, this story is trending, so we're going to report on it as well, because we're followers, not leaders. Minecraft adjacent Hytale has released into early access after years of development hell and almost being canceled outright by publisher Riot Games. 10 years into development, Hypixel Studios announced the game and studio closure, and the game would no longer see the light of day. Cut to late 2025, and the original founder and creator of the game announced his requisition of the rights, and a version would be hitting early access in 2026. The game entered early access on January 13th, 2026 to high praise. It's good to see an anticipated game finally get into players' hands. But after 10 years of development hell, battles for the rights of the game, blood, sweat, and tears from the game's creator and developers, was it all worth it just for another Minecraft clone?
I don't think it was.
Me neither.
Rumor has it Meta of the MetaQuest, a heavy hitter in the VR space, has recently made a pivot in their focus by cutting 1,500 jobs and closing down many studios working on VR-only games because of a reported $70 billion loss since 2021. That amount is the equivalent of the Microsoft purchase of Activision. Meta is said to have canceled a Batman Arkham Shadow sequel and a VR Harry Potter game in the process. This leaves all 17 owners of VR headsets wondering what the direction of VR may be at this time, since one of the powerhouses of VR is dropping out of the game. With the upcoming Steam Frame from Steam, a brand new upcoming VR headset, perhaps Steam can take the reins and pioneer the direction of VR gaming. Michael and I have both purchased MetaQuest headsets recently and certainly see the appeal that VR brings to gaming. But we also see the shortcomings, such as price, lack of bigger titles, and throwing up all over your feet after using the headset for 10 minutes.
Triangular breasts are involved in this next story as photos for Amazon's upcoming live-action Tomb Raider show emerge, showing off actress Sophie Turner dressed as the titular Lara Croft and staying true to the original 90s getup. While the design, color, and aesthetics are all there, I can't help but to criticize certain aspects of the costume. The more I look at the costume, the more I keep seeing something wrong with it, and I just keep nipping at it. There's just something about the measurements of the upper body area that just seems off. If I remember correctly, going back to my memory, Lara Croft always had certain assets on her. But considering where the Tomb Raider franchise has been going lately, maybe I should just be happy and stop being such a boob.
Are you okay, Michael? You seem a little flustered.
That was a heavy story.
Alright, folks, that's all the news we have today. Keep wiggling those joysticks and join us next time for some more hard-hitting gaming news. I'm Leonard.
And I'm Michael.
And have a good one.